Why do you need to learn digital marketing in 2020? It doesn't really matter who you are, young or old, male or female, college student or a working professional. It doesn't matter what educational background you have. You can become a successful digital marketer. Hi, my name is Dipen-DMTI and I am from DMTI Softpro. And today I'm going to talk about why digital marketing is such an important skill to learn in 2020. Now, as we all know that in the last decade, we have seen an enormous growth in the internet and internet-enabled technologies. In 2010, who could have really imagined that by 2020, there'll be more than 2 billion people on Facebook? Who could have really imagined that Instagram would have more than 1 billion people on it? Who could have imagined that you could have watched a 4K video on a 6-inch screen? Now, as you all know that as of this year, we have the largest, youngest population in the world. I'm talking about India, obviously. Now, this largest, youngest population in the world has only one main concern, and that concern is jobs and job security. Now, if you're looking at, let's say this largest, youngest population in the world, let's say are looking for manufacturing jobs. Now, this is where the real growth of a country comes in. We all know today, US and China are economic superpowers. Now, their growth story was mainly based on their manufacturing sectors. But as of this year, as of the new decade, the manufacturing sectors is slowly declining. Not in terms of growth, but in terms of the jobs available in the manufacturing sector. Why? Because most of the manufacturing processes today are taken care by smart machines. Let me give you a simple example. A friend of mine recently launched a manufacturing unit. As of today, he has got only 25 people working in that unit. What he said was that if this manufacturing unit was launched, let's say a few years back, he would have hired probably 200 to 300 people to take care of the manufacturing process. As of today, most of the manufacturing process is handled by smart machines, which makes actually a great economic sense. A lot of business experts, industry tycoons, economic experts have said that for India to become the next economic superpower, they need to focus on the growth of the services sector, not the manufacturing sector. So which of the services sector is in huge demand as of today and will be in huge demand in the future also? And the answer is digital marketing. Now let's talk about India. As we all know, today there are more than 500 million Indians on the internet. This internet population is larger than the internet population of America. This internet population is larger than the combined internet population of Europe put together. And the best part is, fortunately or unfortunately, we are 1.3 billion people. So there's still growth in that sector also. There are still a lot of Indians waiting to get onto the internet. They say that within the next 2 years, more than 1 billion Indians will be on the internet. By 2026, every Indian, mostly every Indian will have internet access. By 2027, the e-commerce growth in India will be 4x times as of what it is today. So what does that all mean? What this means is that all businesses, small or big, if they want their businesses to grow, if they want to get new customers, all of them, they need to do marketing on the internet and internet-based technologies. Now, for example, let's say that today, if a small business wants to promote its products and they launch an ad in the newspaper or on any offline media that we can think of. But are these youngsters watching, or are these youngsters looking at the offline media? They are not. They are primarily, mostly, always on their mobile screens or on the internet at home. Today, almost more than 50% of youngsters are spending more than 8 hours a day on internet. So, if you're a small business, are you going to be advertising offline, or you want to advertise online where you will find your customers or your potential customers? Now, all these small businesses will soon or have already realized that they need to go online, or if they're already online, then they need to increase their presence online. And the best part is, they will need digital marketers like you. So, I train every day. I train students every day in my classes. Now, most of these youngsters which I am talking about, if I ask them, how do you get information? Do you read newspapers in the morning? 90% of them say no. They do not read a newspaper in the morning. They don't look at any hoardings outside. Once they leave the class, if they're traveling by train or traveling by rickshaw or traveling by any other public transport, their eyes are on the mobile, not outside. Today you talk about television. Most of these people watch television via the streaming channels. They are not actually watching television. They say that within the next 2 years, traditional TV will be out of the picture. Everything will be a smart TV today. Then, when you look at talking about buying products, when they talk about researching about products, when they talk about, for example, joining a digital marketing class, they don't go out and read a newspaper for that. They do an online search for it. They use Google search, or they go on the Facebook platforms. They go on the social media platforms. Right? So the point here is that if they are looking, if any business today is wanting to promote online, they will want digital marketers to help them. They say that if businesses today don't go online within the next 2 years, 75% of the businesses will go bankrupt. I was also training some advertising professionals just a couple of months back, and even they said that every company they go and approach, every company they approach, all of them are wanting to spend most of their marketing budgets on digital platforms. So as I said before, it doesn't really matter who you are. You can become a good digital marketer. The best part is, you don't really need to have a lot of technical knowledge to become a digital marketer. You can be working part-time or full-time. You can be joining a digital marketing agency. You could be joining a company to do their digital marketing for them. There is an enormous amount of jobs available, enormous amount of variety of jobs available for digital marketing. In my next video, I will be talking about what are the different digital marketing jobs that you can take. What are the digital marketing opportunities available for you, whether you're working part-time or full-time. So, as I always ask my students, only two questions. Are you ready to take your smartphone, smash it to pieces, and promise that you'll never buy a new smartphone ever in your life? Or go home, take a scissor and cut off the internet wire at home and never go for a new internet connection ever? You all know what the answer to that is. So that is why digital marketing is so important to learn today. to whether you're promoting businesses or whether you're simply promoting yourself and becoming an influencer. So, if you like this video, click on the like button. If you would like to be notified for my new video that's going to come up very soon, then click on the subscribe button, and I will see you soon. Thanks.